Carnival was a tragedy.
One that could have been avoided.
If you did not keep so many secrets...
Oh, what is this, a duet? Since when did you two get so chummy?
Don't change the subject.
The spirits of vengeance have always been the secret guardians of the parchment of power.
Guardians? Blaze is probably using the page as toilet paper right now.
I met the guy. You're giving him too much credit.
We did what we had to do. That secret kept the page out of our enemies' hands for centuries.
At what cost?
You cannot win this war with secrets.
Magic is right. If we're going to stop Lilith from causing any more massacres, we need to come clean with each other, now.
There is nothing else, Captain.
I wish I could believe you.
So do I.
Then I don't see a point in continuing this conversation.
This is bull. Grade A bull. Is Steve Rogers everyone's ideal dad? I see it.
I can see you are still upset, Ileana.
Of course I'm still upset. Caretaker continuously stonewalls us and expects all of us to just go along and make nice. But it never works out that way. You would think she would have learned by now, but I guess not. She should trust us more.
If you were to be completely honest with yourself, you would have to admit that you do not trust her either.
How could I? She keeps too many secrets. She always has and always will.
Distrust only breeds more distrust.
Neither Caretaker nor Tony told us she gave the page to Blaze for safekeeping. They should know he's one of the least safe people on the planet, no matter what Robbie says. Now all that stands between this realm and Cthon is that overrated stuntman. Entrusting it to him was a mistake.
Blaze is weak. His soul is already as black as soot. It will be difficult for him to resist my mother.
You see the error in their judgment too, then?
I do.
Alas, what's done is done. Blaze has the parchment, and I cannot change that. Let's just hope he can hold on to it. I really wanted to slice up a nest mother. And take on Sabretooth. I mean, he's basically a lycanthrope. I also wanted to ride the carousel. Yes?
You know, it's kind of rude to walk around in here and not give me so much as a hello.
I assumed you were asleep.
I don't sleep much. But that doesn't stop me from enjoying the company of a comfortable bed when I spot one.
After that fight at the Quentin Carnival, I suppose we all could use a lengthy rest.
I can't get too comfortable. Not so long as Sabretooth's still out there.
He is your quarry, I take it?
I guess you could say that. We have a history. None of it nice. Though he's definitely changed. His nasty side got, well, nastier.
Lilith's evil is seductive. She can easily corrupt anyone.
Creed was always a homicidal monster. But now, he's really taken things to the next level.
Does not look like you are planning to stay long. Some find our abbey to be a bit unnerving.
Oh, this place is nothing. You'd be surprised at some of the places I've rested my boots.
I feel compelled to warn you that we, the living, are not alone here at the Abbey.
Wait, you telling me this place has got ghosts?
If that makes you uncomfortable.
Not at all. This ain't my first visit to Caretaker and Agatha's House of Oddities. We go way back. I see the way you're looking at me. Who's this mysterious guy hanging out in my place all of a sudden?
Perhaps.
Tell you what, I've got a little break between people trying to kill me, so let's have a little chat.
What do you know about this Johnny Blaze?
He's a flaming jackass. Used to be known as the Spirit of Vengeance, until even his attitude got too bad for that job. Seems like he's really committed to the carny life now. Must be the funnel cakes and fried candy bars.
Do you think a man like that is up to the challenge before him? Guarding the Parchment of Power is not a task taken lightly.
Yeah, we faced some vile customers together. He may not have the flaming skull thing anymore, but he's got guts where it counts.
How long have you known Sabretooth? Seems like you two have a history.
His real name's Victor Creed, and you're right. We've got bad blood going back a long time. Believe it or not, we used to be teammates and pals. Kinda.
They say familiarity breeds contempt.
Yeah, well, they get things dead on sometimes. Didn't take me long to notice he wasn't exactly playing with a full deck. Creed and I have long since chosen to follow different paths. Yet somehow we keep ending up at the same friggin' destination.
You seem like a nomad, but surely you have a place you call home.
I guess you could say Xavier's place has been the closest thing to a real home I've ever had.
Who?
Oh, Professor Charles Xavier. He's got a swanky place outside of New York City. A private school. Lots of space and plenty of interesting folk. It's a lot like your Abbey here, except Charles has a baseball field.
Baseball?
Yeah, if you got interest, I'd be happy to explain all the rules sometime.
Why does Wolverine seem so happy?
You seem to know everyone. I assume you know the Midnight Suns as well.
I know some of these kids. Didn't know they got themselves a band name.
Who do you know?
Magic, for instance. She's the kid sister of a buddy of mine, Pyotr Rasputin. I call him Colossus.
Interesting. You and she have similar attitudes.
Maybe because we have similar backgrounds. I grew up in Canada, surrounded by wolves. And she grew up in Limbo, surrounded by demons.
Which place is worse, Canada or Limbo?
Oh, Limbo. They don't have hockey.
Did I hear you correctly? You know Caretaker?
She's an interesting lady. First met her when I was a lot less grizzled.
I would like to hear this story.
It's not exactly a funny story, and I don't want to embarrass the old lady. Maybe I'll tell you some other time.
I have taken up enough of your time. I should go.
It's been a pleasure. If you have more questions, you know where to find me.
Hunter, you there? I'm in the library. It's super important you meet me here ASAP.
Did they really make Wolverine a dude, bro? What the hell? Let's see his outfits. We changing these, what you call it? The cards that they ass. Full combos. Claw or weak. Okay. Also nice.
Okay, so I'm a Spider-Man caught up in a world of magic and demons. How do I keep getting into these messes?
I saw a listing for a 4-story walk-up, Upper West Side. Maybe your new sanctum?
Tony, I can't think about that now. The sanctum wasn't just a home. It was a part of me.
I know. I just thought it might cheer you up. Hey, I heard about this crazy video online. A monkey riding a cat like it's a horse. You want to take a look?
No.
I think you'd love it. Maybe they were enchanted.
I said no. Tony, don't you realize what I'm going through? My whole world has quite literally blown up.
I just want to cheer you up, that's all. Hey, you want to curse me? No, just kidding. Don't curse me.
I can hear you standing there, Hunter.
What are you reading, Nico?
A limited edition print of the Book of Thoth.
The Book of Thoth? Where did you find a book of such rarity?
I didn't. Someone just left it out. Weird, too, because I was looking for a book on chaos magic so I could understand Wanda's grimoire a little better. I didn't think I was gonna find any, since Caretaker probably hid or burned every single text on the topic. But, poof, here this was, waiting for me.
It does seem to be one of the centers of supernatural activity around here.
You feel that too, huh? Sometimes when I'm in here, all the hairs on my neck stand straight up. But in a warm and fuzzy, friendly ghost kind of way.
Find anything helpful in it?
I did. There's a historical account of an ancient Egyptian pharaoh who was struck by a dark madness after reading a page from an old book called The Scrolls of Chthon.
Wait, that is another name for the...
Darkhold, I know. You know, I wouldn't be surprised if this was the first case of corruption in recorded history.
Do not get your hopes up too much. It is probably just an account of an unexplained disease or just a legend.
Some legends are real. You should know that since you literally are one. So the legend goes that nothing could cure the pharaoh until this traveling lightworker came along, laid his hands upon the pharaoh, and recited an incantation. The pharaoh came back to his senses and returned to his good old classical Egyptian disbody self.
I doubt there was not a price to such a purification.
Oh, there was. So like, when the lightworker recited the incantation, he absorbed all the pharaoh's corruption into his own body and, died.
He did not survive?
No. But the lines of the incantation he used are scattered throughout this book. I'm gonna have Magic help me transcribe them and see if we can use them to cure Wanda.
Let me get this straight. You and Magic plan on piecing together a 100,000-year-old incantation that worked once and killed the person who said it?
Yes?
Well, if you want to save Wanda, you will have to take risks.
100%. Well, I'm gonna find magic, see if we can make a dent in this transcription. I'll give you a shout when we do. Until then, not a word about this to anyone.
Glad to see Nico found the book I left out for her useful. Took me a while to dig that one up. Never a dull moment.
The carnival goers were just trying to have a little good old-fashioned fun.
So the Avengers mixed with Midnight Suns and had a few X-Men. Bam! The X-Avenging Suns. Okay, no, the X-Suns who avenge at midnight? Think, Robbie, think.
Oh, Hunter, you here to yell at me too? They're accusing me of keeping secrets, as if that's the biggest problem we have right now. I don't know, maybe the demonic green sky over New York was too subtle for them to notice?
I think they noticed.
Well, it wasn't intentional. We were supposed to win in New York. We weren't supposed to lose the Sanctum, or Avengers Tower. Or Banner. I mean, call me crazy, but would sitting everyone down and telling them all about Blaze and the Parchment really have made a difference?
Secrets are what give us power, Stark. Guard them with your life.
And what do you think the rest of the team would say to that?
They all have secrets of their own. Do not let them force you to give up yours.
Things are spiraling out of control, and right now I just need to figure out what to do about this prophecy.
You really think you can stop the Darkhold's prophecy by working in here?
Well, I'm kind of known for making the impossible possible. Give me a couple hours and a decent lunch, maybe an Italian hoagie, and I can fix anything. Trust me.
You have not earned my trust yet. Maybe when I see results.
Oh yeah, when you see the results, you're gonna be blown away.
Blown away? You mean destroyed?
No, it's a figure of speech. I'm not literally destroying anything. Please excuse me, I need to jot down some ideas.
Are you making prophecies of your own?
Shoo, go, genius at work. Gotta get a sign.
Hang in there, Hunter. We'll find flaws in Lilith's plan. We must.
So, baseball. I have some questions.
Shoot, what don't you get about the national pastime?
In a world with Midnight Suns and Avengers, why do people shower these athletes with adulation?
Well, that's a complicated question. To be clear, I'm uncomfortable with hero worship of any kind, super or otherwise.
I understand.
But for people who can't fly or catch a fly ball, I'd say it's similar because it comes down to hope.
Hope that they could hit a ball with a stick?
Or hit Hydra with a shield. Both seem attainable to them, with a lot of hard work and a little bit of luck.
You think they see a better version of themselves in these athletes? In us?
That's how I saw it when I was a scrawny kid in Brooklyn. Thanks, Hunter. You just made my day.